Hello, my name is Zoe. Welcome to another video from Pilates. Today's video is going to be all about stretching and lengthening and just general feel-good vibes. Any level can do this video. I would recommend doing it after you're already warmed up. We're going to have a very short warm-up here. But in general, this would be a great video to throw on at the end of a workout, Pilates or otherwise. As far as props go, we're going to need our box and our magic circle. So go ahead and have those ready to go. We're going to start with a very short footwork. So set your springs to what you like. I like 2 medium, 1 heavy. So 3 springs. 2 medium, 1 light is also great. Do what you know you like. And we will get right into it. We're going to start laying down. And we're going to start with our heels on the foot bar, arms down by your side. Let's just take a couple of big breaths in through our nose, out through our mouth. Relax, settle in, settle down. On your next exhale, we're going to press off that foot bar. We've got our heels on the foot bar and our toes are flexed back, so we're getting that nice stretch down the back of our calves. Bend your knees as you bring it back in. Nice stretch, and really soak in that stretch for a second. So when you press it out, really force those feet back into a deeper flex to feel that down the back of your calf. Don't forget your breathing here. Nice inhale to return, exhale to press out for 4, 3, 2, last one. Press it all the way out, pull it all the way in. Let's take our heels to the corners now of that foot bar. Our toes are turned out, and I want you to just relax your knees out to the side. So instead of imagining that beach ball like we usually do, we're just relaxing the knees out so we get that nice deep inner thigh stretch. And you might want to find out to kind of in between the heel and the arch, that little pocket, so you've got a good grip. Press it out on the exhale. Pull it back in. You should feel a little stretch on the return. Hang out there for a second. Knees shooting as far out as you can. Make sure you're giving it a good squeeze when you press out to really activate those quads. For 3, 2, 1. Press it all the way out. Bend your knees, come halfway in, maybe a little more than halfway in, so you start to feel that stretch and little pulses here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it all the way out. Pull it all the way in. Swap to your toes, but stay wide. We're going to press the carriage in now, and as we do, we're going to pivot on those toes and make circles with our knees. We're getting into the hip sockets, getting some movement there. Do the range of motion that works for you. Next time you bring it in, we're going to reverse the direction of our circling. And we're just getting some movement and loosening things up, checking in on how we feel. For 3, 2, 1. Press the carriage out. Your knees should be tracking with your hips and your toes now. And we're going to get a little prance in here, a little sideways prance. Our feet are turned out. We're feeling that stretch down our calf for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, bring it in. Take your toes to the center. We're going to do a combo move here. We're going to press the carriage out, drop our heels under, press up to our toes, bend our knees to come in. Getting some ankle articulation here. Warming everything up. For 3, 2, last one. Press it all the way out and pause. Drop both heels under. Take your right foot, reach it under that foot bar and pull back with your toes. You should feel a stretch down the back of your left calf. We're trying to deepen that stretch by pulling it in. Flip-flop to the other side. Drop that right heel, left toes pull back. Both toes come to the foot bar and prance it out. One last time for 4, 3, 2, 1. Press up to your toes, bend your knees, bring it in. We're going to pop up for just a second to swap our springs. Just take it down to 2 springs. 1 light, 1 medium, 2 medium. Either option is fine. We're going to go into some bridging. We're going to do some semicircle, and I just like a slightly lighter spring for that. And then go ahead and lay back down, and we're going to scooch our butts all the way forward, slide them off the edge of that carriage. And we're going to press the carriage out with our hands. So hands come to the shoulder block. We're pressing it out. And then we're going to take our feet to the foot bar. If you can go toes and Pilates V, that's ideal. If you can't, that's fine. Get where you can get. Okay, semicircle prep. Here we go. We're going to roll up into our bridge. So our hips are lifted. Our knees are shooting out over the foot bar. Send the carriage out. We're still up in a bridge. Roll down. Your butt's going to hit those springs. Ride those springs in. Bend the springs. Roll up into your bridge. Shoulder blades are grounding you, so we're not crunching up into our neck. It's from our shoulder blades. Send it out. Roll it down. Bend your knees. Bring it in. Roll it up. Let's get one more this way. And now from here we reverse, so we press it out, ride those springs out, roll up, bend your knees, bring it in, move over the foot bars, your kind of guideline, and then ride it down. Send it out, roll it up, bring it in, roll it down. Last one, push it out, bring it up, bring it in, and then roll yourself back. Good job. Give those knees a little sway side to side. We're going to grab onto the pegs above our shoulder rest. If you don't have pegs, grab the shoulder rest. Take your legs into your tabletop. This is our knee drops. Keep your knees together as you twist out to the side. Keep your shoulders flat. Big, strong exhale to pull back to center. Inhale out to the other side. Exhale, bring it back in. Keep going side to side, focusing on that breathing. The exhale is what's dragging your legs back in. For 3, 2, take it out to the side, hold it there, and just relax your legs out. Take that little stretch. Still try and keep that shoulder down and look away from those legs. Pull it back to center. We go the other way. Relax those legs out to the side. Try and keep that opposite shoulder down. Pull back to center. And go for a little open and close with those legs. All right. Let's push ourselves up to a seated position. Like I said, this is all about stretching, feel good vibes. So we're kind of just going to take it around, loosen things up. Come to standing, and we're going to go to 1 medium spring, 1 medium. You're standing right next to the side of the reformer. 1 foot up against that shoulder rest. Other foot's going to step forward. Hands come to the foot bar. This is our EES lunge. So we are going to bend that front leg, shoot the carriage out. We're sinking down from our center. So the center is sinking down, and you pull it in and out at your own speed. There's a couple of different ways to play with this stretch. So number 1 is just adding in some movement and really dropping in, thinking about that hip flexor of the right leg. That's what you should be feeling right now. You can play around with straightening that leg on the bottom. If you need to bring your hand down to the side of the reformer, you can. That's going to change how you feel the stretch. And then if you want to get real wild, this is a tough one. You can take that foot up to the reformer itself and sink down from there. It's going to be a little bit more intense. And you can also play with straightening that leg, going for more of a full splits kind of vibe rather than a lunge. So do what works for you here. Try some different things. And then let's pick a pose and just hold it there. Lift that head up, nice long neck. Big breath in. Exhale. Bring the carriage all the way in. We're going to step that foot back and we're going to take that knee and slide it back. So it's right in front of the shoulder rest. If you can kind of see, I'm just resting my shin on top. From here, we're going for a quad stretch. So we're going to bend, put your hands on your hips, press your hips forward, and bend your knee to kind of sink down a little lower. And you should feel that right at the front of your thigh, of your quad. And you can do little points and flexes of the foot. Same deal, we can add in some movement to make it more dynamic. If this is not doing it for you, you're not feeling much, you're welcome to just grab that foot and stand it up like this. I like the little slide in and out of the reformer. And I like to add in a twist. So we're going to grab the foot, keep the knee down, and just twist back. Look back at that foot. Maybe even bring that arm overhead. And then bring the carriage in. We're going to step off the reformer. Turn to face your reformer. Your foot, same foot we just had up there, is going to reach across to that far shoulder rest. We're going to bring one hand down to the carriage, other hand to the foot bar. Your foot on the floor is right up close to the foot bar, toes turned out. We're going to sink it out for our split stretch, which is exactly what it sounds like. And you can play around with bending and straightening this leg on the floor. I prefer 2 straight legs. Do what feels good to you. It's your stretch. Pull the carriage in and out a couple times to make it a little more dynamic. If you're not feeling a stretch here, you can take that foot to the closer footrest and it'll make it a little more intense. Don't forget to breathe. Let's bring it all the way in. Your hand that's on the foot bar, we're going to slide it up to the far edge. We're sliding it away. This hand, the hand that was on the carriage, is going to reach underneath the foot bar. It's an upper hand grip. Your arms are crossing. Send the carriage out and stare out at that right hand. You're getting that nice twist, little rotation. We're not going quite as far with our split, but we should be feeling that nice little twist. And then pull the carriage all the way in. Whew. All right, step off the reformer. Come on to the reformer. I'm still facing away from you, but we'll all get there together. We're coming into a Z-sit, shin against the shoulder blocks, other leg tucked in. This is our mermaid. One hand on the foot bar, other hand out, palm up. Press the carriage out, lean to the side. Keep this opposite hip glued down, so don't let it lift up like this. We'll lose the stretch. We want to keep that hip down. Arm comes overhead. You're pressing down with this hip, you're pressing out with the shins, and you're reaching over. It's a long stretch. Pull yourself back up. Let's get 2 more like that. Press it out. Long stretch. Pull it up. Last one, we're going to press it out and hold it there. Now we rotate. Bring that other hand to the foot bar. Square up your hands to your shoulders, sink down and stare at the floor. You should feel a stretch through your armpit with this twist. And on your next inhale, we're going to lift our chest, long neck, open collarbones up into our swan, and keep pulling that carriage in as far as you can go. This is our extension work. You can even take a little look up to the ceiling. Sink it down. 2 more. Inhale, we lift. Long neck, relax the shoulders. Exhale, we sink down. Inhale, we lift. This is our last one. Lift a little higher. Pull that carriage in a little tighter. Exhale, sink down. Bring those hands together. Unwind. Pull it all the way up. 1 more mermaid variation. This time, instead of going overhead, we're going thread the needle style. So you push the carriage out. Twist down like you're threading the needle. Open it up as you pull it in and follow that hand. Look back, open up that chest. Twist down. Open it up. Last one, we twist down, and we're going to grab the side of the reformer and pull ourselves into that twist a little bit more. Open all the way up, follow that hand, and then turn back to center. Float that hand off the foot bar over to the back of the reformer. Reach up, grab your wrist, and give it a pull. This is your oppositional stretch, your short stretch. And then let go. Gorgeous. Step off of your reformer. We're going to get that whole thing on the other side. We start with our EES lunge. So we've got one foot on the floor close to that foot bar. Other foot, knee is down. Foot is against the shoulder rest. Hands come to the foot bar. Lunge it back. We're sinking our weight straight down to get into this hip flexor here. And you can play around with adding in some movement, bending and straightening that leg on the floor, lifting and sinking down. Whatever feels good to you. You're going to get deeper into the hip flexors if you keep this leg bent. But if you like that straightening of it, that stretch you get along this leg, then go for it. Do what works for you here. And like we did on the other side, if you want to take it up a notch, you step that foot up to the side of your reformer or your platform if you have one. And then sink it out more like a true split stretch if you straighten those legs, or you can bend the knee to get deeper in. So do what works for you. Everyone is different. Pick a pose and hang out there for a second. For 3, 2, 1. Bring the carriage in. Step off the reformer. We're just going to slide our knee back. Step that foot back. Knee slides back. Shin is propped up on the shoulder rest. Hands come to the back of the hips. Press the hips forward as you sink in and out. For that quad stretch, you should feel down the front of your thigh. Sometimes you don't even need to press the hips. You just need to stand up and you'll feel it. You're welcome to grab onto that foot if you want. Looking up to the ceiling a little bit more. And then let's grab onto that foot, sink down and give it a pull, a little twist. We can reach that arm overhead. For 3, 2, 1, pull it all the way up. Step off the reformer. Your foot on the floor is going to scooch up towards that foot bar. Toes are turned out. The other leg reaches across to that shoulder rest. One hand on the foot bar, one hand on the carriage. We slide out for our splits. Your hand can come down to the side of the reformer if you need it to, and pull it in and out, however feels good. If this is not enough of a stretch for you, you can take that foot to the closer shoulder rest and press out there. Take that nice long stretch, pull it in and out, however feels good to you. I like to hang out in this one. I like to move for my EES lunge and hang out in this one. But do what works. Bring the carriage all the way in. We're going to take our hand that's closest, bring it to the edge of the foot bar. Other hand grabs underneath. And we're going to sink it out. We're twisting. We're staring at that back hand. So it's your left hand for this round if you're going the same way I am. And we're twisting. You should feel that pull across your shoulder. Pull yourself back in. All right. Come to your Z sit. We're going to get our mermaid facing this way. One leg is tucked in, other leg's out. Shins are pressed against the shoulder rest. Because remember, we want to keep this hip down, so we're pressing down with our hip. We're pressing out with our shin, and we're reaching over with our arm. So bring that hand to the foot bar just in front of your shoulder, just barely in front. Take that arm out to a T. Press it out. Nice long stretch overhead. And then pull yourself up. Pressing it out. Eyes are looking forward. It's just lateral flexion. It's not rotation. So we're in between two panes of glass. This time we press it out and hold it there. Rotate down. Bring both hands to the reformer. Sink down and stare at the floor. You should feel a pull through your armpit. And then on your next inhale, we lift our head, neck, and chest. We come up into our swan. Think about keeping that opposite hip down, long neck. Pull that carriage in. This is your extension. Sink it down. We'll get 2 more. Lift the chest, pull it in. Long neck. Relax those shoulder blades down. Last one, sink down. Pull it all the way in, lift up. Sink it down, scooch that hand up, unwind, pull yourself all the way up. Now we go mermaid thread the needle style. We're gonna press it out, rotate down. We get our nice little twist. Open it up, follow that hand, open up the chest. Rotate down, twist it down. Open it up, follow that hand. Last one, we're gonna rotate down. Grab the side of the reformer, pull on it to get deeper into that twist. And then open it up, open that chest, look back at the hand. Bring your hand back to center, float off the foot bar to the back of the reformer, grab the wrist, give it a pull for your short stretch, your oppositional stretch. Woo. All right, a little bit more. We're gonna stay on one medium spring, or one medium button might be good if you wanna take it a little lighter. We're gonna come to facing the back of our reformer. Knees are pressed against those shoulder blocks. Reach down for your straps. You can stay in a low kneel if that's more comfortable to you. I prefer a high kneel. Grab on at your black tape. So we're gonna choke up. This is our chest expansion. We're gonna sweep the arms back, open up our chest, look up. Slowly float forward. We sweep it back, hands come behind the butt, open the chest, and then relax it forward. Sweep back, open, relax it forward. One more, sweep back and hold. Look to the right, look to the left, back to center. Sweep it forward. Good, give your chin a little nod, side to side. And then look up nice and tall. All right, this is our bow and arrow. It's also a rotational work. We're gonna lift our arms up, pull that right hand back like you're shooting a bow back. Twist and follow that elbow with your face, and then float it forward. Other hand stays lifted, even though it loses slack. And we twist it back. One more each side. Last one on the right. Last one on the left. And then lower it down, hang up those long loops. All right, now we're grabbing our box. And we're gonna put it onto the reformer, short box style. Throw on a heavy spring just to kind of keep the reformer in tight. And then reach down for your strap. If you know you'd gear out for these, you can go ahead and gear out now. I am 5'6" and I gear out one slot. If you're not sure if you gear out, don't worry about it. We can figure that out later. And then grab your magic circle. Okay, both feet are tucked. We're sitting up nice and tall. We've got some pressure on that magic circle. This is just to kind of center us up. And then we go back to the stretching. Take an inhale. Exhale, round your back and roll it backwards for 3, 2, 1. Lead with your head, roll it up and reach forward. Inhale, tuck it in. Exhale, roll it back. Nice round back. Inhale at the bottom for 3, 2, 1. And exhale, reach it forward. Good. Take your right foot out, put it in the pad of that magic circle. This is a tree variation. It's a little bit friendlier because we've got this magic circle to assist us. Make sure there's a little bit of room behind your butt. Flex back that left foot, pull your leg up, and let's do 3 little pumps. Little bend and extend. My elbows are bent. I'm sitting up nice and tall. I'm already feeling a stretch down the back of my leg just from this. And then from here, we're gonna hinge it back, release those arms, release that head. Hang for 3, 2, 1. Pull on that magic circle, squeeze your abs, pull yourself up, that foot lowers down. Lift the foot, inhale, exhale, roll it back, hang there. Nice long stretch. If you wanna do a little bend and extend here, you can. Take a big breath in, exhale, pull yourself up. We're gonna switch it up now. We've got our right foot in the circle, right hand grabs the circle, left arm reaches forward. We're not going all the way back here. We're just hinging back part way. Take that leg and that arm out. Feel that inner thigh stretch and then pull back up. Hopefully you don't have a wall here. So you take that leg out until you feel the inner thigh stretch. We roll it back. Open, close, pull it up. One more like this. Lean it back. Open, close, pull it up. Swap just your hands. This is just a stretch. We're not leaning it back. Lift that foot up nice and high. Take your other arm out behind you and just twist it back. And give me little pulses like you're trying to reach that hand for 3, 2, 1. Pull yourself back up. Swap your feet. We'll get the other side. Take that foot into the magic circle. Lift it up nice and high. Give me 3 little pumps. And then elbows are bent. We're pulling that foot in. You should feel a stretch down the back of your leg because we're up nice and high. Flex back on that right foot. Roll it back. Relax the head. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Pull yourself back up. That foot's going to drop a little. If your different sides feel different, just know that that's okay. I have one really tight hip and one that feels better. So my different sides for tree feel really different. Make sure you're flexing back on that right foot. You can do a little pump here. Pull yourself back up. This is going to be our last one. Take that leg up, big breath in, exhale, roll it back, release the arms, hang long. Pull yourself back up. All right, left foot, left hand, right arm reaches forward. We hinge it back a little bit, take those limbs out to the side, pull everything back up. This should feel like an inner thigh stretch. It is ab work, but you should feel it in that inner thigh as well. Last one, inhale, roll it back, open, close, and pull back up. Swap just your hands, take that left arm out behind you, lean back just a little, and little pulses back for 3, 2, 1. Pull yourself all the way up. Unhook your foot from that strap. Leave your magic circle for a second. Let's take the box off. We're done with the box. Set your springs to, let's go 2 medium or whatever you like for your legs and straps, and have your magic circle nearby you. We're gonna go ahead and lay it all the way down. Reach back for your loops. Both feet in the long loops. And we're gonna start with a little lower and lift, really pushing your range of motion here. So when you take those feet up, pressing down through your tailbone so butt doesn't lift, but legs are coming up higher and higher to get that stretch down the back of your legs. Let's get 2 more. Last one. We're gonna go ahead and take this right into short spine. So toes are gonna float up as high as you can, and then we lift the butt. Toes above nose, carriage is closed. Bend the knees to your shoulders, roll it down, shoot those feet out. Float the toes up, Toes over nose, then the butt lifts up. Knees to shoulders. Roll it down, one vertebrae at a time. Shoot the legs out. Let's get one more. Take those legs up. Butt lifts, knees to shoulders. Roll it down, one vertebrae at a time. Shoot it out. Pilates via your feet, and we'll go frog. Bending our knees straight out to the sides to get deep into those inner thighs. Next time you frog in, pause. We're going to go frog swimming. So from here, without moving the carriage, so holding the tension, open your legs out to the sides and then sweep them around. We frog in. Open without moving the carriage. They're straight. Sweep around. Let's get two more. Frog in. Open. Sweep. Last one. Open. Sweep. Pause. Now we're just going to open and close. Open, close. And let's add in some rotation. So we're externally rotated to open, and then we turn our toes in, bring our toes together. Flip it back out. Your feet are little fish swimming back and forth. One more. Bring your feet together, and we'll finish with our circles. You can go as big as you want, but keep that tailbone glued down for nice long lines, long stretches. We already got our short spine. We don't need to lift. Next time you're at the top, we'll reverse for 3, 2. Last one. Take your legs up. Grab onto your straps, pull back to get that stretch down the back of your legs, and then bring your legs out to the side. You're in your splits. You can do a little tick-tock side to side if you want. Bend your knees towards your shoulders, plant your feet on the ceiling. You're in your happy baby. We're still pulling on those straps. You can tick-tock here as well if you like that. And then carefully slide out of those straps, hang them back up on the pegs, grab your magic circle. We're going to finish up with that. Drape your left leg over that foot bar. Right leg comes up. Just a little point and flex of the right foot to start. Then we're going to take our right hand to the circle, left hand to the peg. Take that leg out to the side for that inner thigh stretch. And you can point and flex out here. Pull your leg back to center. Swap your hands. Take that leg across your body for your IT band. Bend and extend out here. You should feel this anywhere from up in your butt to down to your knee, maybe even into your calf. Pull it back to center. Pull back one last time, one last little stretch, and then swap your feet. Little point and flex of the left foot. Left hand comes to the middle of the circle, right hand comes to the peg. Drop that leg out to the side for your inner thigh stretch. If you're not feeling it, think about pulling that foot up rather than just out. Point and flex out here. Bring your leg back to center. Grab your hands, swap your hands, take that leg across your body. Bend and extend for your IT band. Pull your leg back to center, both hands, one last pull. We're going to bring both feet to the circle, bend our knees out to the side, feet come, excuse me. Excuse me, again, right into the microphone, I'm so sorry. Feet come sole to sole. We're going to thread our arms through that circle and just let our knees fall out. Butterfly style. If that's not enough of a stretch from you, you can grab onto your feet and pull them back. And take a couple of big breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. One more. Come on out of that magic circle. Set it to the side. Push yourself up to a seated position. Crisscross applesauce. We're going to do one last breath with one last twist here. Take a big breath in. Arms come up. On your exhale, twist to the right, grab onto that opposite knee, look back at that hand. Bring it back to center. Exhale, twist to the left, look back at that hand. Inhale, come back to center. Arms come behind you. Open up that chest, look up to the ceiling. Take a couple of big breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth, and then a couple of big shoulder rolls and relax. That's it, y'all. We are all done today. That was a quick little stretchy feel good video. Like I said, I recommend doing it after a workout so you're nice and warmed up, but it's also just a pleasant way to start the day. If you're looking to add a little bit more to your routine, check out our other videos, maybe add in a mat video or check out one of our shorter reformer videos. Otherwise, have a great day. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what else you want to see from Tub Pilates.